Gabriella, PhD, Pataky, is the Pataky?
Pataky.
Is the head of Department of Visual Education and the director of the Art Teachers Masters Program in Budapest.
Yes.
And she works at 2 universities, which she said the other day was a sign of the times in Hungary.
Yeah, I will tell it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so she's going to share her research with us today, and she'll speak a bit about herself if she wants to before she goes into it.
Yes.
Thank you, Gabriella.
Thank you very much.
Oh, you're going to have one of these too.
I should. I hope it will work.
Yes, well.
Do you hear me? Yeah? Can I sit, please?
Yes.
Because it is easier to take 2 computers and sitting. Just a second. So, thank you, Nicola. My name is Gabriella Pataky, as you heard, and my background is in visual art and design, and I'm an artist and a researcher, and I work at 2 universities in Hungary, in Budapest, ELTE and MOME, and I will speak about risk and responsibility today in the light of visual art education, and also reflecting on my experiences and great discussions from during my stay here so far. Thank you for all the conversations during this week. It was really important for me. As an artist, in my little stimulus, what you will see, I will speak not only with words, but also with images as a primary layer of my little provocation. And I know you respect diversity, and it will be, again, a totally different movie. Considering education through all visual arts, the difference between the 2 universities where I work, Nicola started to speak about it, originated from the fact that at the MOME, Moholy Nagy Art University in Budapest, our students, or the students, are artists who already have a degree in art or design, and we offer a master's level in art teaching, art teacher training to them to teach in specialist art secondary schools. In this program, art is the purpose of education. Artists will educate artists, future artists. At the other university, at the ELTE talk, we train the students to be pre-primary and secondary school teachers, where art is a tool rather than the purpose. The purpose here is to develop the personality of children through art rather than to train future artists. So this concept of little artists, children artists, is a problem sometimes. I will speak from this position today. Let me explain our the double personality comes. Okay, so you see a formula in the middle. This is our research lab logo. Let me explain it. The 3612 stands for preschool, kindergarten, and primary school ages in Hungary. And you will understand the Hungarian school system in a minute. Children in the age below 3 years are in the early child care. 3 to 6 years, this is the kindergarten age. This is a very special education in Hungary, not a school-like education. This is a playful place. Children will prepare for school, but they don't learn reading, writing, and counting, nothing like this. They are just play. And then 6 to 12, this is the primary school, and the plus is the secondary school, which we have at our department with the future art teachers. And I feel really privileged to be able to teach all these age groups or future teachers for these age groups. So this is a very funny life, but not always. You will see. Next. So I will speak now about early childhood art education. And I heard a lot of definitions and a lot of age limits here during my stay. So I just wanted to tell you, early childhood education is for me now, today, before the real school, kindergarten and early child care. We can approach early childhood education from many different aspects. Let us illustrate this with some examples, like this image. Consider a man holding a baby outside in a wild, mountainous area. We might think of a single-parent family, gender issues in parenting, sustainability, outdoor pedagogy related to early childhood, or many other things. These are all very important topics, hot topics, as we heard some of them today. But I would like to focus on the interplay between risk and responsibility, because this is what I would like to approach today. Risk and responsibility in education, in early childhood education, through art also. The father on the picture with his child is called Alex Honnold. Do you know him? A world-famous free solo mountain climber from the US, and I have to admit I don't have any idea what is his connection with early childhood education and art education, but he has a child, and sometimes we can see pictures of him publicly with his child. Why is it important for me? As a free solo climber, he does not use a rope or any protective equipment at all, and attempts challenging tracks with no fear. In an interview, he said, and this is why he is interesting for me, while climbing, he could only make the best decision, the very best option. An almost perfect solution is not good enough. Indeed, he would be risking his life that way. Hence, it is essential to always think hard and assess what the perfect move will be. I lost myself. As there is no safety net to save him from a fall. The secret of his success lies in this attitude towards his climbing, which in my mind can be translated to early childhood education. In education, we also need to experiment constantly to adapt to challenges and to make the most well-thought through choices, even though the repercussions are a lot less severe or visible. On the other hand, picture. On the other hand, as a free solo climber, you also need to take risks, which, as in education, could lead to breakthroughs, not only to disasters. Aside from this, we need to be aware that in education we do not immediately see the consequences of our actions, and we always need to understand the depth of the responsibility we bear. This is the base of my work with teacher training students at university level. I believe in communities, not only because the institutional early childhood education is based on communities of children, but also to strengthen professional communities related to early childhood education development. I would like to thank for Nicole and Susan and Sarah and all the colleagues here for this opportunity to be here with you in this community. It was the picture anyway, sorry. It is because of the community, the translation of my... we hope the best because of the battery. I cannot go on. Maybe now. No. Frozen. I'm frozen.
I think the extension cord was unplugged. Yeah.
Oh. Something happened.
I noticed it when we were standing up there, it seemed off.
No. Yes, thank you. Okay, fine. Thank you very much. So I realized many years ago how successful we can work on innovations, but also make early childhood education visible. Your network, the Global Childhood Research Hub, or the Swiss Lab, or INSEA, is a great support in advocacy and helping us to raise awareness to this area of education. The prestige of early childhood education is low, in Hungary for sure, and maybe here also. Even experts feel lost, not to mention of educators. We can work against this phenomenon with publications and serious research. I will show you some of our resources. They can be new for you, but I don't think I will speak about it. I will let you circulate my sources and presentation because the time is precious and you can read it better. This is about a book. This is about a visual essay, a visual magazine of INSEA. We are editing in a team, in an artist team, in a form of visual essays, and I would like to come back to Andrea's thoughts in the morning. This kind of publications are important not only because of the community, but also because of inclusivity. This is also an opportunity for people, they are not native speakers, and they need input also, and visual language can be a good help for them. I could speak about our inclusion hub, but maybe later. And just back to the children, they are in this age honest, but mostly take what adults smiling offer them. Hence we need to be mindful what we make them do, also in art or visual education. I would illustrate my intention of changing or shifting the paradigm with two visual metaphors. The first one is creation. Instead of copying without personal adaptive development, like this, this is crazy, this copying and dictating what to draw. Can you see? A teacher just brought a leaf into the classroom. This teacher made a drawing, an abstraction of the leaf, and the children copying the leaf. And this is also today crazy, really. I would like to see more of this, and I would like to change this attitude of kindergarten atmosphere minimum to this. And everybody is an expert in raising children, at least in the sense that we have all been children at one point. It is like sports. Everybody knows better, everybody has opinion, and it fades in the sea of science. If we speak about science, I just would like to show you one slide of a big research involved more than 1,000 Hungarian children. It was a comparison between children from the 70s with children today. We compared drawing skills as visual competence elements between the two generations, and we compared the drawing skills with plastic skills, so how to make 3D things. And you can see, it is hard to understand so quickly, but you can see the blue things are, the blue stages are the 70s, are in the 70s. So children in the 70s were able to draw a person, a recognizable person, 40% of them. And children today almost 2/3 of the children are in this stadium. So the visual competence element development is very far behind the 70s. And above the orange pieces, they are the modeling results. Children are, half of the children today are not able in kindergarten age in Hungary to make something recognizable. So we have a job to do to help them. And back to Maureen's presentation, Noreen's presentation on Wednesday.
Oh no, Mariana.
Mariana, sorry.
Yeah.
We spoke about using a knife in a culture or don't using a knife. And I just picked one slide from the background variables. Why is this result so miserable? It is because kindergarten teachers use pencils, normal pencils, and this kind of paper all the time, and nothing else. And parents help to open the bottle, and children doesn't have any power in their muscles. So it is a very problematic culture we are living. So we have really a lot to do. And not to mention about physiology. This is also risk and responsibility. If we know children's bones are fluid, we don't give them a pencil before 7, 8 years. So this is also our responsibility, because we don't see any harm during the 3 years we are with them. But they will get a serious disease with 30 years, not like our grandmothers with 70. So we have really think also in this way about risk and responsibility. Sometimes I feel we should just. But sometimes I'm more optimistic. Most of the days I'm working on finding new ways, alternative routes with all the new teams, like this company here today. And thank you for your attention.
I mean, I think this is one of the things, I mean, you talked about it in terms of risk and responsibility, and just that the sort of confining, that narrowing of skills almost back to the, you know, previous centuries. Now, we have a manifestation of that in different ways, like with, I'll go to my favorite topic to be annoyed about is phonics. And phoneme can win at that utilitarian skill, but not let the creative skill. So with your teacher education students then, do you promote that idea of having different opportunities for risk and responsibility and different ways of representing their thinking around that with, you know, with artistic methods? Is that what?
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
That's what your sort of mission is.
Yes, yes. We are working with very similar methods and tools like Sarah and Kate.
Yeah. Hence your visit here. Yeah.
And and we try to approach every problem, every pedagogical phenomenon with artistic methods.
Yeah, that's good. Any other comments? I'm conscious that we're up to 54. We've got 6 minutes before we change over. Yeah, I'll bring the thing.
What drew me to Gabriella's work many years ago was the Enville project. So I have seen still in a lot of early childhood art education and teacher education, Piaget's images continue to be used as reference points. Mm-hmm. Now, we know that should be gone, but I continue to see it in teacher education in early years art education. And I know that you and I have had that discussion a long time ago, but I'm just really interested, given the longitudinal study that you have exploring children's drawing and 3D modelling, how we can actually interrupt that version of teacher education and what kind of data do we need? I mean, you have a longitudinal study, you know, what's the intervention in early childhood art education that we need to make to shift away from that artistic developmental theory that people keep going to?
I think the secret of behind this phenomenon is that adults, like parents and kindergarten teachers, they like to see representations. They like to see something they can understand. A scribble or a process-oriented result is not enough to show in the afternoon in the kindergarten. And we have to educate 3 generations at the same time. So what I try to do in our training, I try to make our best with the students, in the hope they will go to the children in the kindergarten and they will make something smart. And the poor educators, they are already since ages in the hamster wheel. They will recognize something new, something fresh, something interesting, and they will maybe be more brave to show something else for the parents in the afternoon, not 40 equal penguins on the wall or something like this. This is the only chance. And in the research, we have somebody in the team, Viola Requeni. She is a wonderful artist, and she is working always on the redrawing of the types of children's figures, and we try to make it update or make new typus drawings. This is what we do now.
Thanks, Gabriella. And we just